The problem with studying Marah Macrocarpus in Chula Vista, similar to here, which is right behind that Jerome's, except on the other side, most of the areas where you see it has similar no parking situations. This is a side road, not an arterial, so it's not a bike lane, but like East H Street and the various connectors are all no parking, Bonita Road, etc. And as a result, you can't really park and take a look at the plants. They're up in the hillside or even along the way. Now here, there's one that's right behind the Kmart, and you'll see right there those lovely, delectable, crazy-looking fruit. Let's see if there's any more. Yep, right there, huh? Got a ton of those fruit. It's a beautiful plant. See, where did that fruit go? Right there? Is it there? Hello? Sometimes they're so tricky you can hardly even tell. And what's interesting is because they're such heavy fruit, they usually hang under, so there's not like you can really notice them. Now I happen to think that they're beautiful. By the same token, I happen to think that there's such a conspicuous fruit. Look how big that is, dangling from that little vine. And it's a fairly tenacious fruit. It's not like you can just pluck it off. Obviously, most people wouldn't even think to pluck it off. I was careful the first time to do it with my fingers and sort of snip the fruit at the vine with my fingers, but after that I used gloves and a scissors. It was a lot easier, and put a bucket underneath and let them fall. And they're heavy. It's not like they're light fruit. In fact, let's go see if I can pull one off. I wonder if I can videotape myself doing that. So you're gonna go to shot still? Right there. See? Oh. There it is. Well, let's see how fast it falls. Now, if you saw something like that on the ground, wouldn't you find it unusual? Anyway, I'm looking for more locations. It's right behind the self-storage. Let's see, and here's continuing this shot. Here's the back canyon. Now you look at it, it's a nice innocuous green. After you get good at this, you can spot little manroot outgrowths, like right down there. There's one right here at the edge of this cropping right there. Is that, can you see that? No, that's right there. Okay, right there, right? I think you can get in the shot. I can't see because it's a black and white viewfinder. Now straight ahead, down in that valley, I say right there, you can see that bright green. That bright green is the Marah plant. Now that's probably surrounded by all sorts of cactus, and to get to it is a little difficult. There's one also down there. Oh my gosh, there's a huge one. Holy cow, look at that one. Hello. Right there. Now that's a mother lode. So right in that bush there's got to be at least 300 fruit with about 16 seeds each, which if they go to seed means whatever that math comes out to, 500 fruit or something like that, 450 fruit. And so, you know, little rabbits carry them away, and little birds might pick them up or something like that. And it goes all over the canyon. And unlike the other plants, which are seeds, this grows into a tuber or a vine and just can sit there dormant for decades until ample rain comes. Now, if there's not to be, look, there's another outgrowth over there. And it's not a matter of the sky is falling or anything like that, but it is a matter of saying, well, maybe there's something useful about this plant. And just because it's growing in San Diego, look, there's another one. That's Marah over there too. Right there. Is that Marah? Yep. And Marah means bitter. So Marah Macrocarpus means bitter, big fruit. Right there. Big Marah. Now this is what I was talking about, the bike lane syndrome all over Chula Vista. And this is just a little side road between East 8th Street and another back road are these no parking signs. Now in this canyon here, I forgot what the name of this road is, it's like Camino del Rey. You can see like there's that gully there, and that's where they seem to grow best, nestled in those gullies halfway up the hills. All over these gullies is this wild cucumber or manroot, and beautiful to look at because at this time of year everything is kind of dead, so it's the first green to spring up. And supposedly it's also used in areas that have been fire damaged, like the cedar fires and all that sort of stuff. I point this out because this is an unusual situation in which right next to this sidewalk, right, where no one really walks, or if they walk their dog and are just kind of going through, certainly not going on a nature hike, right here along these indigenous plants, none of which are too fancy anyway, is Marah Macrocarpus. And here I believe we'll find a fruit or two unless someone has come by and harvested them. No, there they are. Right, nestled, right? You wouldn't expect it, but there it is. Sitting there hiding. Right at hand's reach. Which is, you know, fine. I mean, big deal. I mean, I'm not concerned about it in that way. But the plant, this particular plant, is seems to have been a little bit ambitious in its designs. But as you can see, just from this little railing, there's my truck, covers here, covers right here, goes down, starting to dry up. You can see the drying vines right there, right? So eventually what'll be left in about 2 weeks of this kind of sunshine, see there you can see the fruits. There's a fruit, couple of fruits, right? Oh yeah, right down here, yeah. More fruit. In a couple of weeks they'll be just a memory, but in this case, this season, there will be a ton of fruit left over. Now notice how the pretty white flowers are. Now how does this thing pollinate? I mean, is it a matter of dragonflies? Like there's a little dragonfly. Where are you, dragonfly? Right, can you see him? Oh, there he is. Right. Can a dragonfly pollinate a wild cucumber? That would seem to be the way, something like that, because there's not an abundance of bees. There's in fact a shortness of bees in the United States right now. So here's Marah growing up. Look how it intertwines with this particular fir or whatever it is. I should really learn more about nature to have some credibility, but I'm into it for the fruit, to be honest with you. But it's a gorgeous plant. Intertwines down here. It's a crawling vine, but it seems to be much more prosperous when it can crawl on top of other things. Now, the indifference to it makes sense because it's supposedly not a parasite, and as far as its poison nature, the castor plant is indigenous to the area. See, there's another one down there. See? Now, so far we haven't seen any of the exploded ones. They turn brown and explode, and it must be something corrosive inside that it goes through that makes it explode and then drop its seeds. But in either case, the castor plant which is indigenous to the area, is what ricin is made out of. Famous ricin, the poison enjoyed by terrorists. And it's not, there's nothing, they don't eradicate the plant here. So if they had to eradicate something because of its poisonous nature, then they'd have to eradicate this other plant too, and that's not likely to happen. Very expensive proposition, which I'm not an advocate of eradication. Right there, there's another one. See if we can get a better shot of it. See, nestled right in there. Let me see that. Are you there? No, there. It's a little too, there you go, you see the spikes?